Hi, I'm the new showrunner of Doctor Who. Yes, I'm the youngest showrunner, and sadly Chris Chibnall has left the show. It is the year 2025 and I am the youngest showrunner there's ever been on Doctor Who. Yeah, I really enjoy this. This is exciting times. I've got a lot planned for the show. We've got a new Doctor, we've got two new companions, and we've also got the mom and dad as well, which is interesting as well, scenario. And of course, we've got some exciting monsters to come on the show. Yeah, I'm loving it. And also, we've got some stories to complete, and we've got new dynamics and new fresh starts, and that's what we need. We've got rid of all the old companions and the good ones with respect to them, and we're going to pay tribute and little remembering and homage to the past, but we've also got new things to look forward to, and that's what this show's all about. Breaking down the mold and starting all over and new again. And certainly we're going to do that with season 15 of Doctor Who. So yes, uh, enjoy the rest of the era, the last era of Chris Chibnall. It's wrapping up, and let's start the new era with the new Doctor, which is going to be announced very soon. I look forward to it.
Subscribe to Go Doctor Who. And if you don't, then you can go.
Hello guys, Richie Go Doctor Who, and today we're going to do If I Was the Showrunner, and of course you had an interview of the new showrunner there. And yeah, I'm just interested on that idea. What could I do with the show? And I'm going to tell you right now. So yeah, who would I cast as the new Doctor? Who would I cast as the new companions? And we're in the year 2025, setting it a bit future. We're saying Chris Chibnall has left, Jodie Whittaker has left, Mandip Khan, Tosin Cole and Bradley Walsh has left at this point. They're all gone. It's a new era, it's a new start. The 60th anniversary is even gone. We haven't done that. We don't need to deal with all that. But this is a fresh beginning, and this is where I would do the showrunning. So let's start with it. Series 15. We're picking a random number. It can be series 15. It can be series 16. However long the show can go for. But yes, we're going to stick with series 15 as my series I start as showrunner. And first up, we need a Doctor. So here she is as cast as the new Doctor, and here's a quick interview of how fans are reacting with her.
Days when you meet people on the street.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people just look at me and think, is it her? But I had one recently that was really strange. Someone asked me for a photograph, and I was like, yeah, sure, and was posing for a photograph, and then she quietly just whispered.
So yes, that was a new Doctor, ladies and gentlemen. Jodie Cummers. She's a beautifully amazing, isn't she? She really is a talented actress, and she plays a brilliant villanelle from Killing Eve, and she also can portray different accents, and she can do so well with her accents. That's incredible. And she is a brilliant actress, and I've seen her in another show as well as Killing Eve, and she's amazing as that. She's quite a teenager and early on actress in that show, and she still does it phenomenally well, and I think she would make a good Doctor. There's no doubt about that. And I would definitely cast her as my first choice as an actor to play my Doctor. So yeah, she's the next Doctor, and she's just been announced, and there's a little interview for you. Next up we have are the companions, of course. Next up we have
that they're real people, you know, they're not sort of, they represent real people who actually, you know, are about. So yeah, I think that's sort of what I always look for in a role.
I just loved filming with those guys. It was just a real laugh, and we're all sort of different ages and from different backgrounds. Some people have done loads more theatre, some people have done loads more telly, but there's a real sense of camaraderie amongst us all.
Molly Wright. She is a brilliant actress from The A Word, and The A Word is a BBC drama, and she's really good at that, and she's really good at her character in that, and I just think she'd be an alright companion. And she's worked with Chris Eccleston. She's been linked with the Doctor. I'm sure Chris Eccleston would give a blessing to be a companion in Doctor Who. and I think she's a young actress that could play a brilliant companion. But she would have a girlfriend, and her girlfriend would be, and this is where people are not going to like it, and I think this is a genius idea, and why shouldn't I take it as showrunner? It's my show now. I'm taking the ranks, and Series 15 is my show in my eyes, and this is it. We've got the new Doctor, Jodie Cummers, and we've got Molly Wright as a companion, and her girlfriend is going to be Rani from SarahJaneAdventures. I know, everyone's going, what? You can't put her. She's meant to be with Clyde. They didn't get together in the end, though, did they? In the Farewell Sarah Jane, I didn't hear anything of them getting together. So that didn't happen in my book, and they dwindled off. Of course, Rani is should be a journalist, and like Sarah Jane, taking that note, and I think it would work so well with her being a journalist. And the actor who plays Molly, well, she is basically on a date with Rani, and they're having a date, and then Rani spots the TARDIS. She sees the Doctor's TARDIS land. She notices it from the window, and she runs. The actor, Molly, she follows Rani out, and then she gets caught up with an alien running across them. Molly, the actress, be shocked, and Rani is suddenly put into action, and the Doctor comes out the TARDIS, and she goes, Rani? Doctor? And then they burst off, and Molly's actress follows. I'm going to call her Molly, the character, because I haven't thought of the name for her, so I'm just going to call her what the actor is called, Molly. So Molly and Rani run off with the Doctor, and they go forth into this venture chasing this alien, and it's a galactic threat. And I think that would work so well with us establishing we know who Rani is, and we can give that context later on, or we could have a flashback of the Sarah Jane Adventures where she's met the Doctors before, and you could just know from that. And I think it's an interesting one to go down. Also, yet again, this is the first episode. This isn't the first episode. It's the second episode. The first episode is going to start off with the Doctor regenerating and doing her own thing without meeting the companions first time. We're going to build to the companions in the second episode. So we're talking about the second episode at the moment, and they run off with the Doctor to fight this alien galactic threat that's running off and is a shapeshifter. I absolutely love shapeshifters, and of course I'm going to bring it in there, and it'd be brilliant and interesting to see shapeshifters in Doctor Who again, just like the Zygons. And yes, so that's episode 2. Episode 1, we basically have the Doctor regenerating from wherever Chris Chibnall has put the Doctor in the TARDIS, and the TARDIS is exploding and stuff like that, because I'm going to ask Chris Chibnall to blow up the TARDIS. I'm showrunner, let's do it. So the TARDIS is blown up, we're getting a new TARDIS, we're getting a new Sonic, and the Doctor starts regenerating, and then she arrives on scene and runs out into an alien world, and they're all coming together and singing, and they're in a little market with all these aliens, and she's regenerated and fully all bumbly about and stuff like that. And then an evil creature appears and starts taking over the market, and the Doctor has to fight that. It's just a nice easy adventure to get you in and understand who the Doctor is, and the Doctor learning who she is. And then in the next adventure we see the Doctor chasing this alien off screen, and then it comes on screen, the TARDIS landing and the monster running, and Rani and Molly run after it. And I think that's interesting, and that's where we're going to go with the stories and the series. And it's an interesting one. We take the companions in the second episode instead of the first one. We let the Doctor get her own adjusting and stuff like that. Yeah, and we can pay respect with Rani as the companion. With Sarah Jane, we can give subtle nods, and that's just lovely. Also, we can see the relationship between Molly and Rani develop, and I think, yeah, that would be two fine actors coming together and working well, and I have chosen them to be going in a relationship. So a gay relationship is totally fine in Doctor Who. It should be by 2025, and it should be by now in real life standards of 2020. So them two going off together would be brilliant. Next up we have, we're jumping now Obviously, they're going to be new aliens throughout the series, but they're also going to be interesting ones. I'm going to get Toby Whithouse as a writer, and we're also going to get Mark Gatiss to write an episode. I think they could do another episode of Doctor Who. And we're going to persuade Stephen Moffat to come back for one episode only to do a Weeping Angel episode in space. So we're going to have Toby Whithouse, I think, do modern times, because I think he does modern pretty well. We're going to get Mark Gatiss to do a historic, and we're going to get Stephen Moffat to do Weeping Angels in space, and I think that would be interesting, the claustrophobic space station, and Weeping Angels killing off people one by one. And Stephen Moffat would do that wonders, wouldn't he? Then we would go on to the future. We would need to hit the future, because I want to show the show as future, past and present. We at least have one of each in the series, so that's going to go forth. And we're going to have 12 episodes instead of 10, and we're going to do it for 15 minutes instead of we're getting 15 minutes now, so yeah, 15 minutes but 12 episodes, so we get more Doctor Who. Why not? And we're also going to get a Christmas special, of course. By this point, we are going to have a companion develop, and they're going to be chemistry and actually falling for each other in the TARDIS, so we're getting that lovey-dovey stuff, but not falling with the Doctor. And of course, Jodie Comer as the Doctor is going to be feisty and different, and when she travels to historic time periods, her accent changes to that sort of time period. We're going to play with it, because why not? She can, the actress can do brilliant impressions of other as French or Russian or anything like that, and it'd be cool for her to change her accent, and I think we'd love that in the show, and I think it would benefit the show. Even if the TARDIS can translate it, it'd still be in the idea of the Doctor changing her accent for certain comedy role or get us out of the situation. So yeah. Next up, we also will have an episode where they land back on Earth. It's been the Doctor's missed on his landing of her landing the TARDIS, and it's been a couple of weeks, and the parents are worried sick. Rani's mum, of course we're going to have Rani's mum from the Sarah Jane Adventures back. The dad has gone off on errands and another school and teaching from long distance, so he can't make it in the series, but we may get him back for another series. But yes, we're focusing on Rani's mom, loving Rani and being worried and being cross with her for not telling her where she went and stuff like that. And of course, Rani can't tell where she's been with the Doctor. And Rani is suddenly getting, as she lands back in that same road, Sarah Jane's road, she starts to look back and goes, this is what Sarah Jane was like. This is what Sarah Jane felt when she was travelling with the Doctor. And the realisation, linking in, it's just be beautiful, wouldn't it? And of course, we're also going to get Captain Jack back. Of course I'm bringing Captain Jack back for the series. He's going to be in one of the episodes. He's not going to be in the finale or the start. He's going to be probably in the middle of the series. Not episode 5, but like near enough. So we're going to have a Weeping Angels, a historic with Mark Gatiss, present day with Toby Whithouse, Stephen Moffat writing a Weeping Angel one in space. It can be the future. And we're going to have modern times for episode 2, where she meets Rani and Molly on their date and go off, and an alien world for episode 1. And then also for the finale now, also Molly's dad is a single parent. The mom sadly passed away, so we're going to have that dynamic. And Molly's dad is also going to be an actor from the A Word. Is called Craig, and he was from Fresh Meat, and he's also from the A Word, and he's also been in so much other stuff, and he's a brilliant actor. I'm putting him on the screen now. He's a lovely guy, and I think he would work so well, and he's wacky and weird, and he has a few interactions with the Doctor, and he's a bit weird by him, and it has some interesting scenes, you could say, throughout the series. I think that'd be cool. And then, of course, we head to the finale. We can have some other adventures, of course, but mainly they're going to be no past aliens at this point. We're going to have new aliens because there's too much old coming in to the series 15. We have got Weeping Angels, we've got past showrunners, and we've also got Captain Jack back. You know, there's too much new, too much old past stuff coming in to play. So we are going to have some new aliens, and then we are going on to the finale now. And yes, I was saying new, but this is a two-parter now. We're going to have is Cybermen versus Daleks. The Cybermen are they're coming through the fault line and they are suddenly crashing in, and then at the same time the Daleks are coming to crash and upgrade humanity as well. Well, not upgrade, but try and exterminate humanity. And the Cybermen don't like the Daleks taking over, so suddenly there's a Dalek war going on, and some Daleks get destroyed by the new Cybermen, because that was definitely a downfall in Series 2 of Doctor Who. So yes, some Daleks were actually getting destroyed, but the Daleks were kicking the Cybermen's ass, as were before, and the Doctor has to sort the Cybermen and the Daleks out. Sadly, at this point, Molly gets exterminated by the Dalek, and Rani is upset and running towards her, and it's ended, and that's that. And Captain Jack, secret return, you missed me, right? He's back for the finale, and he's helping out the Doctor stop the Cybermen, the Daleks, and finally we get the Cybermen with with Captain Jack. We got it in Torchwood, but it weren't really a proper Cyberman. So we finally get the Cybermen, and the Cybermen delete Captain Jack, and it's funny because he keeps coming back. So we're getting that dynamic. So yes, the Cybermen and the Daleks get destroyed. We've lost the companion of Molly, who we've fallen for throughout the whole of Series 15 with 12 episodes. And Rani is devastated because she's actually fallen in love with this character, and it ends. And Craig is at the funeral and upset, and he's just a lovely character. He's a one-off character. I was tempted to bring him into Series 16 as a companion like Graham would be, but no. He's upset and he's left off. And we go off next with Rani devastated, and like Graham, she is grief-stricken and needs adventures and get out of it. So she goes off for the special, the Christmas special. We have the Master. Yes, we're bringing Sacha Dhawan back as the Master, but we're killing him off. Oh my God, people are going to hate this. I'm killing off Sacha Dhawan as the Master, and Rani, who plays and Sacha Dhawan are actually going out in real life, so that's going to be mind-blowing. But yeah, so we're killing off Sacha Dhawan and we're replacing him. He's regenerating at the end of the episode. Sacha Dhawan's took the Doctor's DNA and has regenerated into the Doctor. So we have an evil version of the Master as Jodie Comer as the new Doctor, and we have the Doctor as the Doctor, of course. So yes, she's going to play two roles, and I think she could do it. I really think she could make it work well, and she's a brilliant actress. She can change up her accent if she wants to play the Master and make it dark, because she can do twisted and dark very well in Villanelle. So I think she'd work well as the Master, and she'd also work well with the Doctor. And of course, I did a fan film where the Master stole my face, and I swear Big Finish has done it as well. So it is been an idea that's happened before, but the Master stealing the Doctor's face is such a brilliant idea, and I think it'd work well with this actor, and it'd show how amazing she is playing the Master and playing the Doctor at the same time. So we have an evil version of the Sacha Dhawan regenerating into an evil version of the Doctor's Master. So that'd be interesting. And then the Master seeks revenge for the next series. And the Doctor and Rani go off for more adventures after the Christmas special. And that is that. That is the series, guys. That is Series 15 done. Yeah, hope you enjoyed the video. And yeah, see you guys for more videos to come on the channel. It was just a neat idea. I really enjoyed it. So yeah, enjoy.